Hey everyone, back in November I had the opportunity to drive 340 miles northeast of here up to Chadron, Nebraska to meet up with Kevin Miller, a good friend of mine that I grew up with back in Erie County, Pennsylvania, back in Union City. "20 years ago he moved out to Casper, Wyoming. 18 years ago I moved out here to Colorado. He has a friend named Jimmy Joint that grew up back east. He's now a retired railroad worker, lives in South Dakota. He's sort of a semi-pro hunter. He's also a pro staffer for Mountain Hollow game calls. He gave Kevin the opportunity to invite some of our friends up to Nebraska. He had a connection at a place called the Open Door Church. They have a camp up in Chadron, Nebraska called the Victory Heights Bible Camp. An old building, literally a bunkhouse from the 1940s. It was a German POW camp. They actually kept German prisoners there and they worked the fields up in Nebraska.
You ready to load up and get rolling?
What are we doing?
We're gonna go down the road to where we intend to hunt tomorrow and just kind of not go in and disturb by any means. It's too late. So you're able to dot some stuff on the map and just to show you the terrain that we're going to be hitting up. It's kind of rugged, but it's at the same time you're kind of a mixed broken forest, open grass, kind of upper plains type atmosphere. So.
And then the weather turned. Temperatures plummeted 30, 20, down into the teens. The winds picked up. We're talking 20, 30, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. A few hours later, our friends Paul and John Wadding, brothers also from Pennsylvania, made the drive all the way out in a blizzard and arrived at the church. So everybody got a good night's sleep in the bunkhouse.
In 3, 2, 1, roll. Man, it's freaking terrible. How's that feel?
It was a little bitter.
Is it? Toothpaste rose?
My toothpaste and my water.
A little bit windy this morning. It says locally higher mounts than 3 to 5, 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts, ending by about 11 o'clock. So, yeah, so we'll be out there about the time that it stops when the deer decide they want to come up out of the cocoon.
Cold. Cold.
That's cool.
You excited?
Excited. Snow day? They don't have a snow day in deer season.
There's snow day out?
They don't postpone it.
We got bundled up and walked next door to the basement of the church where they had a kitchen set up for us.
Okay, I'm driving my truck. What's up?
Morning. Morning.
What's that?
Morning. Uh-oh. Morning. How are we doing today? Well, how are you? I don't know, but I like this.
We have no control over the weather, and it's going to be ugly out there.
It is. Sure is. Okay.
Make it a good bite. Give yourself a good bite, you're on.
I'd say 150, but
We had a great breakfast and then we drove out to the part of the national forest that we were going to hunt in. The weather was nasty. I put my camera in the backpack and I didn't even bother filming. We kicked out one buck walking into the woods in the morning. Nobody could get a shot. And then Paul saw a few whitetail doe off in the distance. We froze. We went back to the camp at noon, ate lunch, got warm, came back out in the afternoon without Kevin, who meanwhile drove all the way to Laramie, Wyoming for his stepson's high school state championship football game. We made the decision to split up. I'd go one way, John and Paul would go the other. They gave me the option. I chose right. I go 10 steps down this hill. BAM! Gunshots. Are you kidding me? I run back up and over the little knoll there, 15, 20 seconds, whitetail buck, a 10-pointer, Eastern count people, a 5x5, beautiful whitetail deer down. All right, we just got back out here. We've literally walked in 5 minutes and John downs this incredible 5x5. Look at this thing.
That was impressive.
Praise the Lord and pass the venison. Check out John's muley.
It's a whitetail.
So, yeah.
Edit. Got blood up my new pants. It don't get any better than that.
Yeah. We're in Pine Ridge, Nebraska, the lower tip of the Black Hills, the famous Black Hills of South Dakota. It's probably just about 0 degrees out here. We drug the deer back to the truck, which was seriously a 4-minute drag. I mean, we barely got into the forest. And again, this is public land. Back to camp and to bed. I hunted with the guys the next 2 days as well. Temperatures continued to hover around 0 with the 30, 40 mile an hour winds. It was nasty. We saw some deer here and there, but I didn't get a shot at anything. 3 or 4 of the other guys back at camp got some really nice buck. One guy even got a coyote. And then came the time to skin them out.
Is it windy?
Brutal weather.
Brutal weather.
Knife still cutting like you said.
Woo!
He was frozen solid like a block of ice.
So just set it on the outside of the door there and you want to bring it down.
Frozen solid. Frozen solid. There you go.
Yeah, my dad's on a frisbee.
Monday evening arrived. I still didn't have the opportunity to get a deer. I had to get back here to Castle Rock, Colorado because a freight truck was delivering my brand new Old Town 160 Saranac 3-person canoe for this season. I got home and jumped right in on processing John's buck. I ended up getting around 61 pounds of venison, which for a whitetail is pretty good. I grew up out east and I don't remember getting more than maybe 40 pounds out of a whitetail. We had really small deer where I grew up, and of course out here in the west I'm getting elk, and so I'm routinely getting 100, 125, 150, 175, 185 pounds of meat out of an elk, but 60 pounds out of a whitetail is pretty good. And as my luck would have it, the following 2 days after I left deer camp, both Kevin and Paul get absolutely beautiful mule deer buck. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story of our Nebraska deer hunt. Please leave a thumbs up or an encouraging comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. And if I come across as really cool and maybe extra relaxed today, it's probably because I'm wearing the brand new RealTree Zubaz. That's right, Zubaz has teamed up with RealTree. Same crazy Zubaz you've come to love in RealTree Extra Regular, in flannel snow camo RealTree, or in pink RealTree Extra for the ladies. So just go out to Zubaz.com, get yourself a pair.